Thank you, Connie. And um, here we go. If she does join, let me know, and then that way we can give her some time to introduce herself here. Um, well, with that being said, thank you, OHA, and the decision to adopt a joint licensure approach between ODHS and OHA is a direct response from community members, providers, and partners. By combining the oversight responsibility of these two agencies, we can accomplish three major things, which include one, reduce administrative burden. Providers will no longer have to navigate two separate licensure processes, saving time and resources. Two, to ensure consistency, joint licensure will align standards and regulations across agencies, creating a more cohesive framework for care delivery and improve community outcomes. With unified oversight, we can address gaps in services and improve coordination between health and human services. So, what does that mean for the community? Well, this approach translates into more accessible and efficient services. Families seeking support will benefit from a more streamlined process to access care, better aligned services tailored to their unique needs, increase accountability and transparency from providers and regulatory agencies. The Oregon Administrative Rules, OARs, that were sent out currently gain additional pages information to accommodate this shift of joint licensure. Most changes focuses on integration of the new population and another regulatory agency into the framework. These adjustments ensure that every group affected by this program receives equitable and high quality care. We understand that it can be a lot, especially with the participants that have been reviewing the previous OERs, and we wanted to help out and support with additional materials that can help with the review of the OERs. After the meeting, we would like to send out, we're going to send out materials that explains the changes in the current OERs. This also will help give a summary of the overview of the OERs. We did this previously, but we also wanted to provide this update with the current OERs that were sent out. This decision reflects our commitment to innovation and equity in services delivery. A joint licensure model isn't just technical change, it's a meaningful step forward to ensuring that the people of Oregon receive the care and support they deserve. We'll start reviewing the current OERs on January 17th, and we ask that feel free to send out any feedback, comments on the current OERs to our generic email. Even after January 17th, I know we have the January 17th and January 24th. Those days we'll review during the RAC, the OERs, but you're welcome to send any kind of feedback, comments to our generic email, and I'll pop it into the chat here in a moment. If, let me see, let me pop it now.
Andrea, I can go ahead and put it in there for you. Oh, you got it.
Yes, thank you. And I just wanted to say that the entire team ensures that your input is very valuable, and this helps us ensure that these efforts truly meet the needs of the community. And we want to also, once again, appreciate for your time and your dedication to making Oregon a better place for all. And with that, I want to open up the floor for anyone that has any feedback, comments. Feel free to put it in the chat and or raise your hand. That way we can call on you.
And just to clarify for everyone, what we're asking for feedback and a discussion on is this merging of OHA and ODHSs, so it's one set of rules, one set of joint licensure.
Thank you. I see a hand up. Beth Ann?
Just if you're looking for comment on that, I think it makes a ton of sense, and glad that you found ways to streamline this process.
Thank you, Beth Ann. We have another question. Eugenia?
Yes. So just for clarification, so this means that once you become, you're going to be dually licensed no matter what, or is it just one application and you can choose whether it's serving the APD population or OHA population, or is it a required then, like, hey, you're going to be serving both populations with this joint licensure?
Because we're capped. Yeah, sorry, Jason, go ahead.
I was just going to say, serving both populations.
Because, and the reason why we're doing that is that the statute caps us for the state as no more than two agency with choice, not for each program area, but for the state. And so the only way we'll get a sufficient capacity in the system is to make sure that the agency with choice serves both populations.
And just a follow-up to that, from a process perspective, it's going to be like one single licensing email, so to speak, right? It's not like they would have, like providers would have to ping both ODHS and OHA. It's going to be like kind of one licensing email. There's going to be one team reviewing it. So it's not like ODHS reviews the application, then it gets bounced over to OHA, they review it, and then, there could be discrepancies. I guess I just want to make sure there's like a single team or a single channel for this.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're wanting to avoid, is having these agencies report to two different oversight bodies.
We have another question. Marissa?
Thanks. Not so much a question, but well, kind of a question. When you all shared the outline for the proposed process for this evaluation of proposed rules, you clarified that rather than going line by line, we're essentially going to go sort of chunk by chunk, or section by section, maybe is a better way to say it. I was just wondering if you could talk a little more about your thoughts on how that will go, because our team was talking about it and thinking through, like, well, that it may necessitate some line by line, but we're just curious what your thoughts on how that will be facilitated are.
Yes. So we know that we don't have much time. Time is really crucial, and we want to also make sure that your feedback and comments on each section of the OERs are being heard. And so our plan for the next January 17th meeting and the 24th, we plan to go, like you mentioned, section by section. Example would be OER definition, line between 100 to 200. Does anyone have any comments or feedback? To be able to keep the process moving forward, and as well not waste anyone's time as well, because we understand that participants also, time is valuable. But that's our plan moving forward. And if anyone needs to, because sometimes it does come up that you think of something after we pass the section, we'll we'll refer to sending us an email. We always have our genetic email that you can send us if something does come up later on, or even a day after that, you thought of that is important for you to share with us. We would appreciate that as well. Or if you already have some comments, we would gladly appreciate that too if you can send that over to us even before the January 17th RAC meeting. Thank you, Marissa. Any other questions, concerns, feedback? And like mentioned before, it did add additional pages to the OER, and you'll see when you get other materials to help as well declare what other changes, but it was like definition, incorporated behavioral health individuals, but most of it stayed the same. There was a few moves on the sections as well, but that was pretty much it. And we'll send those materials after you'll guys get an email, and they'll be posted on the webpage for your, just to have it to help with the review. We'll give it a few more minutes. If not, then we'll end the meeting early and give you guys back the gift of time. But we're very excited for this move too as well. OHA has been great, so it's going to be a good program.
Andrea, just since we're all together, can you remind individuals of when the next RAC is and when we'll start going through each section of the bill, or excuse me, of the rules?
Yes. So we'll begin this next coming up RAC, January 17th. We'll start going over the current OERs and feedback, as well as January 24th. And on those 2 days, we'll review the OERs and the fiscal impact statement and the equity impact statement as well. So be on the lookout for those materials after the meeting, not necessarily right after, but those materials will be sent out to be able to help you guys in the review process. I see Molly has a question regarding, will the recording be shared? I think we can share it. I will work on that and get that as well. It might take a bit longer because I know sometimes it takes a bit longer to download, but I'll work on it, and that way you guys can receive that with the materials. Thank you, Molly. Well, I really appreciate all you guys and for your time, and thank you once again. This is not easy work, but all your feedback is greatly appreciated, and we look forward to our January 17th RAC again, same time, same link, as well, same link to the January 24th, and I will also remind those dates and put those dates in the email that I will follow up with this. But we appreciate you all, and we hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Andrea, there's a comment in the chat before we hang up from Heidi.
Okay. Heidi, there was an agenda sent before the meeting, I believe, on Monday with the current OERs, because the OERs changed to collaborate with OHA, and the new agenda for today's meeting, because we took a different route.
Okay, thanks.
One more question, Andrea. Will you be sending out, given that the rules are going to be are rewritten, will you be sending out a new schedule of what will be covered in each meeting?
Yeah, I'll be sending out agendas and the material to help out with the review, and as well as the recording for today's meeting.
Great.
Thank you, Bethan. Happy Friday, everyone.
Have a good Friday. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Andre, are you sending those out today? Do you know? The updated.
So I'm going to see if I can download it, how soon I can download this meeting. And then once that's done, we want to make sure that the documents get uploaded on the web page first. And then that will be my cue to be able to send it out to you guys. But definitely, I'm going to try.
Okay, thanks so much. Thank you.
No, thank you. See you
Happy
guys on the
Friday.
17th. Happy Friday.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks.